The last thing we have to do in this unit is to do a what's called a composition of transformations. And a composition of transformations is just doing more than one transformation to the same initial figure, one after the other. So it's not anything really new. It's just taking some things that we've done and combining them together. So there's two different notations you're going to see. The most common one is just going to basically tell you do a translation and then do a rotation and then do a reflection or whatever the situation is, one after the other. We're not really worried about that one. The one that will pop up every once in a while is this weird one here that has these little circles in there. And the only thing you have to do is you have to make sure that you start on the right and then work your way to the left like that. So that's the only difference with anything that we're going to have to do to these compositions. The big thing that you have to remember is that when you're doing one of these, we always do the next transformation to the new points, not to the original points. So you don't take the original figure and then do one of the things to it and then go back to it and do the second thing. Once you make the new figure, that becomes your basis for the next thing that you're going to have to do, and then it keeps going like that. Most of the time, any of these questions are simply going to ask you to do two of these. All right? I have several of them that ask you to do three, primarily so that you can just do less amounts of problems, because that way we can mix everything in. And keep in mind, they're still going to want to know rigid motion. Same size, same shape, you're looking for dilations. And they're still going to occasionally want to know direct and indirect. And remember that just means do the points go in the same order, and we do that by the highlighting of the different corners to kind of see if they line up. So try a few of these out. Make sure you try some of the level 2 problems because they're a little bit harder, a little bit longer. But if you know how to do the three or four kinds of transformations that we've been dealing with, these should not be any kind of a